what's up? Tori here. So I'm here today to do my 21-week pregnancy update. I am 21 weeks and 3 days today, and today would be Tuesday, August 4th. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this update video and just start with all of baby's updates and then go into my updates and any other updates I may have for you guys too after that. So first off, all updates on baby. First off, baby is now about 10.5 inches long, or about the size of a baby bok choy, which lengthwise, like if you hold it in your hand, it's definitely a little bigger than my hand, so probably would come up to about here. So baby is getting there. Like that's also like getting really close to being like a full foot long too. Like that's so crazy. Like she's getting so big, even though she's still quite like little and tiny yet, but she's getting bigger. And she also weighs about 3/4 pound, so that means she's almost weighing an entire pound, which is really cool to think about. And then the only other main updates with her developmentally is this week she is continuing to produce that meconium that will eventually become her first poop when she is born. And then also at this stage her skin is still a bit see-through, but it has now developed wrinkles to allow for it to have that expansion to be able to start building up baby fat really soon. So that way, she's actually gonna look like a normal plump little baby soon. So that's really cool to think about, that she's gonna start plumping up soon, which probably means I will start plumping up more soon as well. So just all part of it. But yeah, so that is everything with baby for this week. And then updates on me symptom-wise. Some of these are things that I've noticed like in the last couple weeks, but I'm like just kind of now remembering them, and like maybe they've just become more so noticeable, so I've just remembered them and wrote them down. But anyway, we'll just go ahead and get into it. So first thing that I've noticed more is, especially in the evenings, or especially like if I get like really busy and I'm on my feet a lot or doing something, I started noticing a lot more like hip pain and lower back pain, and sometimes like butt tailbone kind of pain. And like I said, it's usually like it'll be at night, like if I'm laying in one position for too long, and then I just kind of gotta readjust and then I'll be good again. Or like if I'm on my feet for a super long time, I'll notice the lower back pain a little bit. Or if like I'm sitting in one position for too long, or like in a really hard seat for really too long, I'll kind of notice like that like tailbone butt pain kind of. So like it's usually never anything bad or excruciating or anything. It's usually just a little uncomfortable, and I just kind of gotta get myself comfortable again, or like just like take a break or something for a minute or two, and then it's usually fine, good to go again, and I'm totally good. But I have started noticing that. And the other thing I've started noticing is back when I was in high school, I believe I was about 16. I think I was like in the beginning of my junior year of high school. I had the beginning of a stress fracture in my foot. They did not classify it as a full-on stress fracture because they were like because it wasn't bad enough where they were like, oh, you need to be like in a boot or cast or anything like that. They just put me on crutches for 3 weeks, and we're just like, we'll see how it is after that, and if it's much better, then good to go, and if it isn't any better, then we'll take further steps. But I was on crutches for 3 weeks and just stayed off of it for 3 weeks, and it ended up being fine, got better. And after that, I would have it like if I was on my feet all day, like if I like, let's just say like went to a zoo or something and was walking on it all day long, I would notice it definitely being really sore and achy at night, and like the next morning I'd wake up and it'd be kind of stiff. And like I think that had a lot to do with my weight at the time too, and just like having that weight on there all the time. And since I lost my weight, I never really was having issues with my foot at all anymore. Like I never noticed issues really at all. So I actually got rid of the brace that I got to use whenever I knew I would be like on my feet all day long. And I got rid of that brace because I really wasn't using it anymore. I didn't have a need for it anymore. And I started noticing again all of a sudden that foot will start bothering me sometimes. Like it never gets swollen or anything. Like I always like watch it and look at it. It never gets swollen or anything. Like it always looks the same as my other foot. But I will notice like it hurting and just kind of bothering me a little bit. And then if I like sit and put my feet up for a few minutes, then it'll kind of go away and it'll be fine and it won't bother me so much anymore. And I asked my sister about it because she's a nurse, and she was like, it could be because of the fact that you're starting to get that baby belly and all of that it could be just the fact that you're just in general walking on it different. You're probably in general walking and standing different, and you just don't realize it. So she's like, maybe just bring it up to your OB and ask him about it and see if he has anything to say. So I will definitely bring it up to my OB and mention it to him and ask him about it and see if like that he has any concerns or suggestions or anything. But yeah, so I have noticed that. The other thing I want to bring up is like emotion wise, I'm definitely very easily irritable. Like it does not take much to irritate me and get me annoyed and frustrated. And especially like I feel like the dogs get the brunt of it more often. Like I feel like since I've been pregnant, especially like the further I get in my pregnancy, I swear like I just feel like I constantly can't stand them and hate them, which like in actuality I don't hate them, but it's like I feel like it definitely seems that way all the time and I feel so bad about it. But yeah, like I definitely will say I'm very easily irritable. It does not take much to annoy me, irritate me, set me off. Sometimes it's worse than others, but I like that is probably my biggest like hormone issue thing is I'm definitely very easily irritable. So then from that we'll go into more of a happier thing. I'm definitely feeling her kick like quite frequently, usually later in the day because that's usually when I'm sitting not doing as much, so like I just in general notice it more. But like this morning at work I was feeling her move like a ton this morning before like all my kids got there and I got more busy. Like I was feeling her move a lot and like it's literally just always like these little like bumps, jabs kind of thing. Like it's such a cool feeling. I love the feeling, but definitely noticing her a lot more. And I've had it a couple of times where like I've had my like arm or hand sitting over my stomach and I'll actually feel it against my arm. I have yet to get Matt to feel it because every time I want to have him come over, she stops moving. So I have yet to have him feel it at all yet, which is frustrating because I do want him to be able to feel it and see it. But I think once she gets bigger and once I'm a little bit more like hard there too, because like my belly is not like super 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 hard yet, so once it becomes like more firm and she's a little bigger, I think it'll be even easier for me to get him to get that. But it's like just kind of starting to happen a little bit and it's fun. I love it. Like I love feeling her move. And then the other thing is I definitely for sure know my boobs have gotten even bigger recently. Like oh my goodness, they feel so huge and heavy. I actually even caved in and bought a couple more bras because there are some of the bras that I got from like my sister that she used that they don't even work for me anymore because my boobs like fall out, like they don't stay in them good and they don't feel comfortable. So like I caved and bought myself a couple of new bras just because like I'm like I need more that are actually comfortable for me to use. Like there's only a few of them from my sister that are still like okay and comfortable for me to use, so like I need to get a couple more. So I caved in and even got a couple more. And along with that, like in general I've been feeling like I'm feeling more front heavy between my belly growing and my boobs growing. Like I definitely am starting to just starting to feel more front heavy lately, so like that's definitely a thing. But then otherwise like I've been feeling really good. I've been with being back to work and stuff, I'm on such a good routine. Like I feel like good routine like with my eating, with my exercise. Like I've been going for evening walks every evening, as long as it's nice out and like not like too ridiculously hot or rainy or anything like that. I've been going for an evening walk and so far I've been able to go for an evening walk every night the last couple of weeks, which has been amazing. I love it. So like I feel like I've been just much better back on a regular routine, eating even really good, feeling good about that. So I'm definitely loving that, loving just having this routine back to my life. So that's pretty much that, and that's all the updates personally with me. And then I'll just bring up a couple other quick little baby type updates. As you can see, I don't have the crib directly next to me anymore in here. That is because the painting is done, and so I moved everything back over, so the crib is back over where it was against the wall over there. There were some things I even moved out of the closet back there, and I moved some things down into the main level. Like I put the baby swing and bouncer downstairs where I want it, and I also moved the baby bathtub out of there into the downstairs bathroom where like that'll pretty much be her bathroom, except obviously we'll use the baby bathtub and the sink in the beginning, but and that kind of thing. And there are totes. I moved the totes that we got that has some like baby clothes and stuff in it. Like they're all sitting right over here. Like I'm hitting them right now. So there's that. And I just got in the mail all of my wall decals that I got to put up on the walls to make it look more cutesy and girly and also more to the theme, because I got one that's a really big classic Winnie the Pooh one, and then I also got some like butterflies and flowers that I'm going to just kind of put around the room too, just to kind of add to the room to make it a little bit girly for her and just really cute and pretty. So I got those all in the mail, and those are all actually sitting in the crib ready to go. And my baby registries are pretty much all made. Obviously, there's probably going to be editing as time goes on. I'll probably take some things off or add things as I feel I need to, but my baby registries are made. I am registered at Target and on Amazon. So that's cool, and I cannot wait to actually finally start getting some of that stuff so I can like really get to putting things away and organizing things more. I do have good intentions of doing more in here yet as time goes, and obviously like do like the decorating on the walls, and just as time goes things will, you know, get all put together. And once the room, like everything is totally 100% done in here, I will definitely do a little nursery tour and things like that for you guys. But definitely is all in the works and is really cool. If you guys are interested in like knowing, like looking at my registries at all, let me know, and I can like leave links and stuff in the description for you guys for that. So far I have not really gotten anyone interested in that, so, and I definitely am not pressuring, I'm not asking for it at all, but I know sometimes like some of you are definitely interested in that kind of thing. And I definitely, with the way things are in our world right now, I really would not ask for it or expect it at all. I've honestly mostly made the registries for, you know, friends and family that want to send me things and get me things. So it's obviously not necessarily just for everybody, anybody, and, you know, their next door neighbor. Like, but if you are interested, let me know, and I can always send you the link, or I can put it in the description or leave it in the comments or something. But yeah, just always let me know if you are interested in being able to see the registries and possibly get me anything. But again, no need for it. I'm not asking for it. Don't expect it. So yes, but that is everything for this week. Oh, I see my OB tomorrow actually for an appointment, and then I go to maternal fetal medicine next week Monday to have another ultrasound done. So I'm just going to include all the information from those appointments in next week's video, just because it's easier just to update on everything both doctors say all in one video. So that will all be in next week's update video. But I did just want to let you guys know that I do have those appointments coming up to check on me and baby girl and make sure we're both still doing good. So yes, I will let you know all those updates next week. And that is everything for this week. So we'll go ahead and get into this week's bump shot. So I'll go ahead and move you guys back. So here we are at 21 weeks. I will, because the shirt's really baggy, I'll kind of like tighten it. But here's from the front. From this side, and then from this side, and then with the shirt up. And I'll go ahead and lower this. There's going to be a bit of a line there just because that's where my pants was, but so from the front here, and then this side, and this side. So yeah, definitely growing, still very much getting bigger. So that is everything for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.